Morning, guys. Look at this fog. Isn't this crazy? It must have rained last night or something. So the ground's gonna be super wet today, which isn't going to be that much fun. But we're out at Kilbourne. I've got some new discs and stuff that I'm gonna be throwing. Trying to continue practicing and getting better. But today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. We are going to give ourselves one mulligan on each hole. Okay, so one rethrow on each hole, which will help me like understand situations better, how to rethrow in a situation. So kind of learning how to scramble more and all that kind of stuff. And we'll see how good we could have potentially shot if we had made the right throw in the first place. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get it underway. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna throw the Maverick here. It's a turn of -1.5, fade of 2. I'm gonna try and hyzer flip it and just see how we can do. Yeah. Ooh, that's beautiful. As per usual, when I walk to my first throw, I want to thank you guys for watching, of course. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. I try and post a couple times a week if I can. Really enjoy doing these videos. Comment down below what you're liking, what you like to see, all this kind of stuff, because I would love to have you guys be a part of everything I'm doing. Also, I film these in 4K, so if you want to watch on your TV, it's great quality. You can watch it on your TV, hang out, yeah, so that's it. Continuing going here. This was a great throw. I think today's gonna be a good day. Ooh. A little bit further on that one. All right, first hole's par. All right, another par 3 here. Gonna sidearm the Felon. It's kind of cold this morning, not as cold as it has been. It's like 40 degrees or so. And I actually got a hand warmer. I know a lot of you guys were telling me that I should do that, so I got an electric one that also charges my phone and stuff. And it seems to be working well, but I'll let you guys know after playing in some colder weather and whatnot how it works. But so far I like it. But let's go ahead and throw. Oh yeah, pretty good skip. Nice, that should be really good. There's a birdie for us. So now we're 1 under. All right, par 4, I'm gonna throw my trespass. The goal here is just to get out past those trees so that you can have a look down at the basket, approach with a putter. And if you get a good shot through the trees, then you're looking at a birdie. But the most important thing here is getting out in the open so that you have a clear shot at the basket. Yeah. Perfect. So I ordered a couple new putters to be throwing with. Dynamic Disc released some owl stamp ones. I thought they were cool, so I snagged them. I'm putting with a Judge though. So an owl stamp Judge, that's the red one. And then I have a Warden and a bunch of other ones. I also got a Swan from West Side Disc. I don't think it's Latitude. It's definitely West Side Disc. And it's a -2.50. So that's gonna be my new Anheuser turnover putter that I'm really excited to throw on a couple of these holes. But obviously you guys will see that as the video goes along. This was a great drive. It's exactly where I needed to be. Perfect spot here. We're gonna throw our Deputy and try and leave it flat, get it down there. Hopefully we won't have to use our mulligan on this shot. Ah, a little bit more to the right and that would have been perfect. All right, mulligan. Dang it. All right, that's gonna be a par. All right, still 1 under. All right, so again, we're taking mulligans on the holes to hopefully show us like how to do better, you know, how to scramble and how to make better shots, how to adjust and things like that. So the next time you're in a similar situation, you know how to throw, yeah, you know how to throw in that situation now. We're gonna go ahead and throw the stag on this one and see if we can get it right down by the basket. Come left, please. Ooh. I don't know if I want to re-tee. I'm going to re-tee. So I'm going to use my mulligan on a re-tee here. I'm going to throw the Maverick and see if we can hyzer flip it up. Yeah. Yo, that's an ace run. Oh my gosh. It skipped so much because of all the wet leaves on the ground. That was way better. So now by throwing that Maverick twice, as like a rethrow or whatever, I'm realizing, have I thrown it twice? I don't know. I think earlier I just threw it. It's a great disc for a long straight shot that ends left. It's been doing a really, really good job. It just did an amazing job right here. Excuse me. It skipped a little bit. Honestly, my first shot with the stag isn't bad. It's right outside of circle 1. So that's good. But we'll go ahead and grab the Maverick and see what we can make happen. All right, so that'll be another par. All right, so I'm gonna try and turn over the stag on this hole. A lot of people were talking about how the numbers are off, or at least how they're different because of where these discs are made. So this is a good turnover disc, especially once it gets beaten a little bit. So we're gonna see if we can have it fade down there to the basket. Oh my gosh. Well, we're not gonna use that. That was a terrible misrelease, but hey, we've got a mulligan. So I'm gonna throw the Fury. It's a fairway driver. It's -2 and then 2. And some people were telling me this is a good turnover disc. It's from Latitude 64. We'll see. Oh, wow. Okay, that was ridiculous. That turned over a lot. Now I know. We should still be able to use that though. Oh yeah. That was that Swan that I got from Westside Discs. It's really good at turning over and just laying up there. One reason to make it in the basket is so my disc doesn't get wet. Alright, so we're still 1 under despite using mulligans. And our only birdie was actually on a hole where we didn't use a mulligan. So, that's pretty interesting. Par 4 here, just gotta throw my felon out there as straight as I can, have it fade right, and we'll have a good look at the basket. Oh, get around, please. Man, alright, I gotta use my mulligan here. I'm gonna throw the Explorer. There we go. That's what you're looking for. I skipped a pass a little bit. All right, 2 under now. So my best score here, I think is 7 under, maybe 8. So playing with mulligans, one would think I might be able to maybe get to 10 under or something. So that's the hope, but we're only 2 under right now. And there is a good number of holes left that I can birdie. We're on hole 7, so we just gotta make it happen. From here on, I'm looking for 8 more birdies and no bogeys. Oh, that looks good. What the? What freaking trees did I hit? We should still be close enough though. Oh. Another birdie. 3 under. No mulligan needed. All right, another par 3. We're 3 under right now. Gonna throw the core, pretty light and easy, and just get it out there, have it fade back left towards the basket. That skipped a little much, so we're gonna re-tee. Emac truth. Oh, what? Dang it. Oh, still got a 2. 4 under. All right, another par 3. Gonna throw the Emac truth and hopefully have it go straight and fade a little bit down towards the basket. Yep. Oh, that was a big skip. I'm gonna throw another one from here. I'm gonna throw the deputy. Oh. Ooh, that almost hit a tree, but that looks better. All right. So that's 5 under now. I've been practicing my putting a lot more, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit more consistent. It's all about the feel, y'all. It's gotta feel natural and comfortable. If you're putting and you don't physically feel comfortable, then you gotta find something that feels comfortable. So I haven't thrown the Sheriff in a while. It's a -1, 2. So I think it's perfect for this hole. We can have it turn over at the very beginning and then fade back towards the basket at the end. I've never gotten a 2 on this hole. I gotta get I have to get the perfect drive. So let's try and do that. That's definitely not it. All right, we're gonna throw this tag. I threw that so high. I threw that so freaking high. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever had 2 bad drives on this hole. I think we'll still be fine though. Even though we're right here at the entrance of the trees, we still have a good look at the basket. That's one thing to keep in mind. Like, you don't always have to drive it far. You have to drive it positionally and effectively. So you have to drive it to a position where you now have a better view at the basket. So if I go 50 feet past this or 30 feet past this, I now no longer have a shot at the basket. So even though I'm pretty short here and could have gone further, the result will still end up being pretty similar. Please get through there. Oh my gosh. Oh, threw it about a foot too far to the right, but we still ended up in a good spot. All right, still 5 under. We're going for 10, y'all. That's the goal. I'm shooting for 10 under. Now, obviously, I couldn't count this round as actually going 10 under because I am playing mulligans. But it is good because, again, it shows you the throws that you can make. It shows you that you can go 10 under. It shows you that you can make throws that maybe you didn't expect you could make in the situation. So I'm doing this to kind of learn and progress. I don't want every round to be like hardcore or play as best as I can. I want a lot of them to be learning, and that's what this one is. So we're trying to learn while we're out here. So I just ordered this Westside Discs Swan Reborn. Okay, so it's a 3.3 negative 2.50. It's a soft, and I'm gonna try and just throw it straight and have it fade down to the right towards the basket. I've never thrown it, so I'm excited to see how it flies. All right, so it flew good. I just released it poorly because I've never thrown it before. So now we're just gonna sidearm the felon and try and get it down towards the basket. Playing with mulligans like this also lets you know like what the best type of throw is, because obviously a turnover putter is completely different from a sidearm fairway driver. So it just allows you to kind of see your options and which one you're more consistent at. I'm probably more consistent at throwing a sidearm, so there's no real need to throw a turnover putter if I can do the same effectively and more consistently with a sidearm. Yeah. Skip. Woo. All right, that looks good. One thing that you have to try and be careful of doing is adapting what you see pros do. Because obviously professionals know what they're doing and you can learn a lot from them. But certain people are better at certain things. Some pros can't really rip a sidearm like Eagle McMahon, you know? You can try until your hands are blue, but if you can't do it, then you can't do it. And so that's one reason why, like, again, what you want to do is not try and look cool, not try and make a sick turnover putter shot, blah, blah, blah. You want to do the most effective thing possible in order to get you as close to the basket with the best look at it. So again, it is good to learn and watch people, as I'm sure some of you are learning from things that I say. But my putting style might not be for you guys. I can probably throw sidearm better or different than some of you guys. Some of you guys can throw backhands better than I can. Like, all these different things that you have to take in mind whenever you're playing is you want to take the most consistent shot that you know you can make. Come on, guys. So again, consistency for me is throwing this. So I threw this, we got it down by the basket, got another 2, puts us at 6 under. And I want you to know I'm not trying to discourage you from trying to throw like pros. You should try and throw like pros. But you shouldn't do it at the expense of making a worse shot. You know, like, it might be hard at first. You can continue to practice their throws and try and get good at them, which is something that I've been doing. I used to never throw turnover putters, and now I do feel pretty confident throwing them because I started practicing them, but they wouldn't really replace my other throws until they got to that point where I knew that I could be consistent with them. So I've done the Maverick a couple times today. It's a Lucid Maverick, again, turn of negative 1.5, fade of 2. Y'all, this thing is keeping my hands real warm. And I've been doing the hyzer flips with it, and it's been super consistent. So I'm gonna throw it on this hole, see if we can get up there. This is an easy birdie hole, so let's make it happen. Keep on up there. If I made it under that bush, I'm in a really good spot. Well, guys, I didn't press record on that last throw. The Maverick was underneath the bush, so I had to stand out like this, and I actually marked it, took it off, cleaned it, and threw it sidearm, and it faded right in next to the basket. So I really wish that it had freaking recorded. But now we're at 7 under. Let's freaking go. All right, so we're 7 under now. Obviously not a real score again. And I'm gonna throw the EMAC Truth down there, try and get it straight and have it just fade left at the end down towards the basket. Do it. Ooh. That was good. I released it on a little bit too much of a hyzer. So I'm gonna rethrow. I'm gonna grab my judge and throw that down there. So I've got a throwing judge and a putting judge. The red one is my putting judge. This one, which used to be my putting judge, is now my throwing judge. You gotta keep them separate. Gotta keep them separated. All right, so I'm gonna throw this. Oh yeah, that looked real good. Ugh. I already used my mulligan too. Dang it. Is that 6 or 7? 5, 6. This would be 7. 6. I don't know where we're at. Let's just say we're at 6. And if I'm at 7, then we could end up at 11 under. So I threw the Fury earlier as a turnover disc, and it was crazy. I had never thrown it like that before, so I didn't know what it was going to do. But now that I know what it generally looks like, if I can throw it the same on this hole, we'll be in a really, really good spot. That's diving. So I didn't throw it flat enough. I'm going to throw the stag as well here and just try and get it down there. Yeah. Holy cow. That was ridiculous. I think I drove past the basket. So what I did with the Fury was I gave it too much anhyzer, trying to turn it over, like visualizing, forgetting that the disc is going to do. Like, a disc will take on an angle that you don't throw it on if it's understable or overstable. So I should have thrown the Fury a little bit flatter and we would have been in a really, really good spot with it. But because of the angle I threw it on, it held it the entire way, and then it hit the ground and rolled out to the left and did a complete circle. But that stag shot was freaking ridiculous, guys. The par 3 basket is right here. You guys have seen me play that before. My disc, right there. That was a freaking ace run on this hole. We're throwing to this basket, and hey, we actually have a chance for an eagle if I can sink this. Oh. Good line, right next to it. That'll be a birdie. 7 under, is that what we're saying? 7 under? Anyone else do that? You're in a hurry, you try and pick up your disc and you fall. So I always throw the trespass on this hole, so I'm gonna throw it. But I also want to throw the Maverick. That's the one that I've been hyzer flipping because I feel like it actually worked really, really well on this. But we're gonna tee off first with the trespass. Oh my gosh, yes. No! You gotta be kidding me. Gosh, that was beautiful. All right, I'm gonna throw the Maverick. So again, one of the reasons that I'm doing this is to get better, to see what throws work, to see what I'm consistent with, all that kind of stuff. It's just fun throwing a mulligan in there and being like, wow, I shot 10 under or whatever. But ultimately, it's to get better, to practice and to figure out what discs work in which situations. No! Gosh, I really wanted to see how good that disc would be. So we're gonna end up using the trespass, obviously. All right. So this will end up being a par. So 7 under? Yeah. All right, still 7. All right, gonna throw the stag, gonna see if I can rip it like I did on that last hole, not the last hole, the two before this. Because if so, then we can get really close to the basket. This is a 355-foot par 3, plays uphill, so it's more like 375 or so. So let's see how far we can get this. God, it's hitting me. Man, an inch to the left. All right, got a re-tee. Gonna throw the Maverick. I've actually been having a lot of fun throwing this today and watching how it flies. So let's see how it does. Oh yeah. So, I really hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. It has been a lot of fun for me. It's been refreshing. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years. I have a gaming channel that has almost 2.6 million subscribers. And, you know, after doing that for so long, you kind of start to lose some of the joy of creating videos, especially when it's a lot of the same stuff. And so this has been really refreshing and life-giving for me, coming out and playing disc golf and just having fun. And so I'm grateful that you guys are watching it. I'm grateful you guys are telling your friends about it and sharing and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, I would love for this to hopefully turn into something in the future. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for all your support, for watching these videos, and let's go and get this throw in. Oh, right underneath it. So still at 7 under. So we definitely have an opportunity to birdie this one because we've done it before. I'm going to throw the escape off the tee and just try and get it as far down the fairway as I can down to the left. Yeah, that looks good. All right, time for another felon shot. The basket's down there on the right. This is a turn of 0.5 and a fade of 4. So, goodness gracious, it should get us close to the basket. Are you kidding me? Wow. We might be using our mulligan on our putts. Let's go. All right, that's 8. So it's either 8 or 9, because we had that little mishap earlier, but we're at least at 8. All right, gonna throw the Maverick here again. Been having a lot of fun throwing this disc today. Gonna hyzer flip it down straight, and then hopefully have it end up left towards the basket. Do it. Wow, that was actually really good, but I'm gonna throw the trespass as well. Ah, that's bad. The reason that second throw was bad was because I was leaning over too much. I didn't need to be doing that. I needed to keep my spine straight. That's another little tip for you guys if y'all are wondering. You wanna stay straight up and pull the disc across your chest. But we didn't do that on that one, so we'll probably end up using the Maverick here and maybe get a big birdie. Yes. Come on, guys. All right, so 9 under, obviously not a real score. But I feel like we learned a lot today, especially on this course, which I'm excited about. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below. Let me know other challenges or things that you would love to see from me. I know a lot of y'all want throwing tips and sidearm tips and all that kind of stuff. So we might do some videos like that. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.